you now.
Do I? Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a fantabulous couple in love that loves playing some Final Fantasy 16.
Can't get enough of it.
Yeah, really can't get enough of it. Loving this game. And definitely in my top 10 for my favorite games already. So it's quickly climbing the ranks. We'll see if I can make it in the top 5. That's a tough one to crack. So far, the only game that has made it in the top 5 that we've played on the channel that has not played that was not already my favorite before we started this channel was Spider-Man and PlayStation 5.
Okay, it's a good one.
That was it. That was the only one that's made it in the top 5 so far. But Final Fantasy 16, man, there's so much to love about this game. The side missions and just the fighting and the story, and yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And if you want early free access to our playthrough, you can get that over on Patreon. Links in the description of this video. We'll be a month ahead on our playthrough over there, actually. So go ahead and check it out.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Oh, little boy in his beer stein.
Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest. Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like.
The
question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
Yeah.
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Prisoner somewhere
I'll
to
tell
use
him
as a
I heard
weapon.
something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Tomes.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Tomes will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill. Listen to Talia.
I will. Thank you.
I know, we see the beer stein.
Yeah, the beer stein's amazing. I know. Bolts from the blue. Ooh, the power of Earth. Yes! Climbers claimed a portion of the icon Titan's essence. Attuning with Titan not only changes the elemental aspect of class magic spells. Yada, yada, yada. He's awesome now. Titanic block can be used to fend off most incoming attacks. Using square immediately after a perfectly timed precision block will initiate a devastating counter. Okay. Earthen Fury. Alright. Let's see how that does. Does.
Otto. Is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Talia's making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world?
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned? Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvassing, uproar about it. He's got
Long ass hair.
He's
I was just thinking too.
It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her.
Yes, mistress.
While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
She's fun. I like her.
did.
Yeah.
Till a familiar
She's got a
trail
good,
pricked
spunky
my
personality.
ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
I'm only gonna do it if it's delivering food.
Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Killing monsters and delivering food. Those are the only two things Cloud can do.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill? Huh? What are you on about? My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
Of course she did.
Little...
It's a beautiful view.
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Ooh, homecoming. It's you. It's Jill.
I apologize for what happened at Rosalith. I fear that might have been what might have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that, I shall be forever grateful. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with much sadness in my heart. But the time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through. Jill.
Yeah.
I mean, Clive knows what that's like. Seeing your home reduced to flames and
It's all right.
your people murdered.
See, there's nothing to fear.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering, told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me, that one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. As Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
Oh,
For me?
excellent.
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Okay, I know I was just here.
Wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Yeah, so I'm here.
Now, she's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some
I know,
materials.
your Steins
Here's
very
the
cool.
list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
It's amazing. Your beer style's great.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. Blackthorn, You busy?
What's it look like?
I have a commission for you.
He's definitely still
Mid.
grumpy.
She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done. If I ever am.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Should be enough to keep us. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere.
I can patch
I'd
him.
gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is I ain't got none.
You didn't seem like you were patching holes when I came up here. You can take a break.
Doesn't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Lots of stuff.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we?
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Boy, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day.
Plenty of
They
scorpions to
turn
kill.
wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, Martha, I need your carpenter.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He
That's
went
the
up to
trick.
Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look from there then.
Hey, what's up, dude? Bernard!
Oh, I've the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do.
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say?
You let that sink in for a while.
That beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I just did. I want you to.
I couldn't
The
ask
place.
a favor, though, could I? Before we
The
go?
highway.
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. except my parents' graves.
But it's haunted.
But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across, only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you?
Bogles?
Any chance you could...
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Okay.
Well, it tests out those new Titan abilities.
This shouldn't take long.
Stay down.
This one.
Okay.
This one.
No. I didn't equip my good fire ones to this one. Damn, there's a lot of enemies approaching. Oh crap.
You said there were lots of fiends and bogles. And apparently wyverns.
Nice try. Nice try. This one. It's over.
Good job, bud.
Thanks, bud. Let me change the fire abilities.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Let her head back before she thinks of anything else.
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Arthur's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
He said begrudgingly.
Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh,
He
Gav was
whispered.
looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Yeah. You have something for me.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and
It's okay to
I
be
don't
nervous.
think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. Well, you survived, I know, but there as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that.
Yeah, each person.
You know full well what we're fighting for.
He's asked that for themselves.
I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
That is, yeah, as long as they know the risk involved.
I still wish there was some other way.
We're fighting for the other way.
Griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Just a little more confidence.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows herb lore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look.
Just tell me where to look.
Fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about? Haven't you heard? Mid's back.
You have a side quest I can collect?
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team
So I
of
stopped.
Cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins.
That's
A
bad.
Cursebreaker managed to release the Stolus amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that
They know the
Time
work
to kill
is
some
dangerous,
goblins.
but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go
Find
and
them.
find them.
Don't worry.
We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Yeah, you will. He's a good puppy.
Turtles in the nest. Just worried about him falling under that whole magic curse thing.
Oh, like him getting like the stone skin?
I hadn't even thought about it until Gab said it.
Yeah.
Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive,
That is?
I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command.
Frostwolf for a
His
fire icon.
name was Fenrir.
Fenrir!
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva.
Makes sense.
A girl
Yeah.
from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Huh.
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened.
That's awesome.
Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
It's damn right.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health.
Good. There you go.
Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
That's
what?
awkward.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
You can't see the carpentry going on?
No. Secret carpentry.
Okay.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
I believe you.
Then I look forward to seeing them. that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
And that's what happened. Clive waited for as long as it takes. Sometime later.
He's gone gray. He has a beard.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
All are welcome here?
We were expecting company.
Uncle?
Joshua?
For your trouble.
Oh, no, you're right, Uncle.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Aren't you his only uncle?
But there must be trouble if you're making yourself visibly seen with Clive.
Yeah. Holy Empire of Sambriac.
Seat of the Imperial Court. I mean, that is quite a castle.
Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Oh yeah, why not?
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
Oh yeah, it was
The
all him.
Empire owes you a great debt.
Look at how involved he
May
is.
the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
That degree of humiliation cannot feel good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him.
Nope, we
And
haven't.
while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka.
That's
He
why the
is
Damakians
engaged
want
on the
to
Western Front.
sue for peace.
Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
That's what the people are there for.
There will be losses, it is true.
Acceptable.
Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Ugh.
For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
I bequeath you this flower. Wear it in my honor. W, the Knight of Flowers.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
What's the significance of him giving that flower to him? Like,
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
It's gonna come back into play though, because it was such a focus.
mm-hmm. And there it is again.
May Gregor forgive you.
You won't.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So he's gonna tell someone to assassinate the man with that flower on his
So
breastplate.
Annabella's tales were true.
Yeah, Annabella always tells the truth.
Disappoint me, Dion.
Is she hoping Dominant will pass to her son? Oh no, she wants to just get rid of all the dominance. I forgot. She wants to get rid of all the magic. She doesn't care. And then her prince will take over the new world.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little
He said they'd give us new clothes.
I know, I'm working on it, kid.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there?
Gav?
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
1,000!
And there's a coin in it for you if you do a good job.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Lore time? Okay, history time.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance.
Probably not.
No.
Go over land.
The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Or would you now?
Yeah.
Most generous of you.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would
dangerous,
have
Uncle.
it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Mid's finished outfitting her little work.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The lands around the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, You ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Away to adventure, beautiful.
Adventure it is. I'm glad that we have the beer sign to be part of this with us. Thank you for kisses.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. Hold down on the right for the guy.
And the rest of you can just run behind us.
Come on.
Well, we'll catch up. They're their own. We'll hold R2
Our
to
destination
run.
lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Run like the wind.
Ambrosia, that's right.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
You don't want to fight, okay? I want Ambrosia
Who do you
too.
think those soldiers were in the inn? Friends of friends.
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes.
There's
I
no
expect
reason
that's
for me
why
to
there's so
talk
many
to you.
soldiers in
Yeah,
town. To
guess
deal
not.
with any imperial reprisals.
I mean, because you saw it too.
Yeah,
It was in here.
I thought it was in there. Torgo's running ahead.
There she is, the good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Why not?
Lead the way to the nearest tavern, Uncle.
They don't allow chocobos in there, in the inn,
Guess not.
fortunately. Ooh.
Okay, Torgal.
Draw that sword.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Yes, we shall. And Torgal's coming with.
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Bullshit. He's a service animal. Because this makes us look badass.
And definitely Clive doesn't stand out the minute he puts a hood on.
I think I'll take 2 chickens.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
And you are?
Not the girl who's with Joshua?
Yeah. Good call.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another.
Clive can help you. He's right downstairs.
You do understand
So is your uncle.
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
You've seen when he turns into a huge freaking titan, right?
Then.
Yeah, maybe you should only talk when
Let's
your
get this
mouth
down
is full.
us. We've a long way to go. Hey, you.
Ugh.
I wanted to fight anyway.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Yep. Yeah, she's gonna recognize him. Oh no. Oh, because it's blocked by. Oh.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
It's okay, just watch the show. Clive's got this.
Yeah.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my
She can't
companions
recognize
are
him with the hoods
strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Come on, help us find our way.
Sorry, lads. but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Come on.
To spare you a minute to kick your ass.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay
Nice.
back, Uncle.
Gladly.
He's gonna enjoy the show.
Take him.
Try it.
Oh yeah, nice.
Bravo, my boy. Just like that.
Did you just light his junk on fire?
I might have.
Let's see if you want to switch your things. Oh, sweet.
Well, no, that's the thing that lit his junk on fire, but I don't exactly know how I did it. I was just hitting buttons, so I'm trying to figure out how to actually do it.
You probably had R2 in that at some point.
Yeah, that might have been it.
That's like the block. So like if you hits you and you parry it with that, like then he hits automatically counters.
Okay.
For your trouble.
Thank you.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Well, that is beautiful.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Since she doesn't know who Clive is. I thought she did, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, I didn't even recognize her at first, so.
Well, his hood's still up. Or no, maybe it's down now.
Yeah.
I don't know then.
You felt Joshua. He's near.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, it's his nephew and whatnot, but probably less people that know about Joshua, the better.
Here's what I'm not sure if she did recognize Clive, but then didn't want them
getting together. Yeah, because she knows that, like, I don't know, would delay him, or maybe she just doesn't trust Clive.
Where are you?
Oh no, and I guess also
To find Kupka before, we do now.
worried about bringing
Guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their
the guy
friends
that
turn up.
is inside Joshua near Clive, because that's who that guy wants to get to, and that's what Joshua's keeping him inside of him to keep him away from Clive. So I want some reason.
That water is gorgeous. I just want to jump in.
You can. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Torgal. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, you wouldn't let me in. I passed by me.
I'm sorry. Good boy.
Just look at the detail.
Hey guys, what's up?
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery.
Yeah, I mean, we knew he had to see her when she was mentioned.
We know naught of her but her name.
But she knows Sid's
She
name.
was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Can I go ask my people stuff?
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine for it.
No, don't go to the guards.
Light it for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you?
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, you sound very genuine.
We're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
It's because it's an alias.
Oh, the Desert Hare was her alias.
She's an alias for her alias.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
Yeah, you look really busy just standing there.
I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
Okay.
One question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Always.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years.
Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths.
Where might we find him? Okay.
That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have
Shake it
our
out, Torgo.
man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Sweet incense! Wax candles!
Excuse me. Are you Furter?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
Okay.
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Tell her Sid is here for her.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
Can throw him.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
You guys might want to put shirts on for this.
I was gonna say, you can't even afford to give you guys shirts, so I mean, like, why should we be afraid of you?
Nice. There you go.
That is very cool block. Oh my god.
There you go.
That's going after my uncle.
Enemies busted. Not defeated, busted. Aw, you guys look bested.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furter?
Of course.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make.
It's up for the
Our
hair.
work is done.
Yeah.
Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Okay.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't ship.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
The most fragrant herbs.
My carpets.
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss. Ah, so it was the young sprig after all.
Doubt
so
it.
much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe this is something like the, whole Sid thing. Like the Sid got passed down, the desert hair gets passed down.
Lord Furder told me to bring
Probably.
them to you.
Could.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing.
Okay.
And nothing is exactly what you have.
Because you don't trust us.
And so for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way.
All right, what is it you need us to do?
Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we? Why, you...
Okay, so how do we build trust?
Because you're kind of a prick.
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
There you go, that's the question.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
You gonna like kiss us or something?
I know, right?
Men like you have a special place in my heart.
Because you can
Why,
use
you
them?
ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Yeah.
I do not like you.
I don't like you.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
Hey, Sid trusted him, or
Might
at
as
least
well hear him
used
out.
them.
It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
Mm-hmm.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack you after this.
I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil.
Okay,
Return
that's
to me
easy
when
enough.
you've done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble?
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Yeah, I'm with you, Uncle.
Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
All right, once we get through there and we take care of Cup Cover, come back to kick your
It
ass.
will be easy. Solving his
Not
little
kill you, just slap you
riddle
around a
should
little
be
bit.
like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
There we go.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
That is definitely euphemism.
Yeah. Then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Okay.
Okay, nice chatting with you as well.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress. If they pay anything like last time, you'll be able to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
I think I'm starting to get of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there's somebody.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Sorry about that.
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking
You
for
weren't the one causing trouble. They came after us.
Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs,
but he's preoccupied.
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him. Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing?
Uncle?
Hive mind with Clive. Clive mind.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do
Okay.
believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so.
That's
a small
it.
price to pay for admittance to the underworld.
500,000.
But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy. Far.
You okay?
Mm-hmm. Just resting my head while you say.
From prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
I actually think we do have the Pope map, though.
I'll take it from here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bossy.
He's the negotiator. We're the fighter.
Fair.
So when this deal goes sideways.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
This is a frickin' trap.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
None, that's your
Because
problem.
these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And, being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits.
Like taking advantage of
And
traders.
now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Yeah, we were the ones that actually double-crossed you.
Crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
I mean, you're welcome to try.
Nice. Get him too far. Yeah.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh, gotta kill that guy. Mage. Bunch of mages. There you go. Easy enough.
You totally down over here.
This one.
Oh. Feel bad killing your beast. Oh, I guess they attack us too.
I mean, I can still feel bad about it, even if
Yeah.
that's what I gotta do.
Nice. Not bested. Slain.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Because he had Clive.
My performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Just
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
The whole time.
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly.
Oh my gosh.
Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates.
Such a little prick.
Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The
And you're
people of
welcome.
Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Well, as long as you're doing good for the people. I mean, let your attitude slide.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
We'll keep them safe.
Just be quick about it.
Yeah, we got business with Kupka.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Sid the Second.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse.
Are you ever not a dick?
Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not?
Yeah.
To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You
generous.
still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
Yes.
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Now that he knows it annoys you.
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
That's how to play up the reputation.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisakelis.
Cool. It's better than Ron Sal in
I'm trusting you, Sid.
Harry Potter.
Or should I say, Clive?
Almost as cool as Hedwig.
So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
I guess it wasn't Ron specific Al, it was the Weasley Sal.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Yay.
You helped make the town a little bit better.
We did.
So this one was a little bit slower than some of the other playthroughs we've had. It was a lot more just kind of like, I don't know, setup, kind of. I guess learning about like a new region, introducing in this new character. But we did get Mid a lot, and she was a lot of fun.
Mid's fantastic.
Yeah.
I think Mid might definitely be one of my favorite characters in this. And the Desert Rose while not my favorite character, he's a strong character.
Yeah, he is. He is a very strong character. I mean, like, yeah.
So he definitely like generates emotion in us. And I don't also quite know like where the read is on him. Obviously he worked with Sid, so that lends some credit to him and to his character. And he seems to be doing some good for the people, so that also lends credit to his character. But his attitude kind of sucks. And I don't know, there's a inherent, I think, distrust in somebody who's apparently so wealthy and influential so quick and early on in their life. Like, you kind of wonder, what did you do to get where you are?
He's super talented at what he does.
He could be, but like, he talked about being a very busy man, but when we came upon him, he was just lounging like on a chair. So I didn't see him being very busy and working very hard. So I don't know. I'm gonna be curious to like learn more about him as we are in this part of the world. But yeah, I like the jury's out on him right now.
I mean, it's just like on how we get introduced to him. I think it's like, and under different circumstances, I think it's a character we might really enjoy and like.
True.
I mean, like, you know, you think about Tony Stark and like calling people like nicknames like Point Break and, you know.
But very few people can pull that off. Tony Stark is an exception.
Well, Robert
to the
Downey
norm.
Jr. is, yeah.
Yeah, well, and exactly. It's because of Robert Downey Jr. Like, he brings a charisma to that and makes it playful in a way that, despite its sort of inherent disrespect, it becomes kind of okay and even charming in a weird way.
Yep.
But like, that's the exception to the norm.
Yeah, true. But like, I mean, regardless of like how you feel about him, like as far as you know, whether you like him or not, like it's not like I think he's like a poorly, like you said, like he's not a poorly written character. I think he's a very well written character and like has a ton of personality and yeah, there's a lot of good personalities in this playthrough, if not like, you know, like a ton of action. Like it was mainly just, you know, beating up some dudes and some creatures here and there, and then just like helping out the hideaway. We collected some side quests that we can continue. You know, I just like to be in the vicinity of the side quests. Like we went to like Martha's place and there were some side quests to go. I'm just like, it's gonna take me too far away. So like I'm just like, hopefully I'll be around that area later. If not, there's going to be that one point where it says like, oh, you know, this is an important part of the story and you're not going to be able to continue on any further. So wrap up all your questing basically. So that's one we'll take care of if we haven't before.
Or like go beef up your character because you're about to have a major battle.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
The one big scene though was the with Annabella and the king and Dion, the son, who clearly is not like his. You know, he falls in the Clive realm, Clive and Joshua. You know, despite having at least Clive and Joshua at least had their dad, like, and he was a good person. But it seems, I mean, this poor Dion guy, he's got maybe his wife, maybe his mom was good because like,
I was wondering, I was like, because she's not his mom.
No, she's not his mom. So maybe his mom was a really good person, and that's who he learned from and took after and, you know, taught him right from wrong. So Annabella, you think, is she planted the seeds of doubt in her husband. So do you think she paid off the fortune tellers or whatever to tell him that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think both of his or his dad and his stepmom at this point are political operatives, but Annabella is like the Cersei and Lannister. Like hers is very just kind of evil where anyone except her and her son is concerned.
Yeah.
I'm very Cersei Lannister, Joffrey vibes from Annabella, and I'm very like Lady of the Vale's son vibes for the kid.
Kind of like anyone who isn't us is an enemy.
Exactly. Yeah. And Dion's dad is, I would just classify him as just a politician through and through. Like what he said about the people was horrifying.
Yeah.
I also would readily believe that people in power look on the rest of us that way, as expendable and
replaceable.
You know, if we fall, then others will be born and you know, just take our place, and they'll still be a workforce and they'll still profit and have people to roll over and make money. I'm not jaded. But I think that, you know, Dion has somehow come out of this as horrified as we are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he says, like, basically, may God forgive you for saying such things. So, yeah, there had to have been a positive influence in his life. And we know it's nobody that we saw in that room.
Yeah, I mean, we assume it is. I mean, maybe it just, you know, I don't know. He beat the odds, and despite having bad upbringing or whatever, he was just, you know, I don't know, born extremely virtuous.
There's great news about Torgal.
Yeah.
And it was interesting, too, to hear
Our
that, like,
Frostwolf.
Torgal essentially is, like, really kind of Jill's companion.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, yes, while Torgal and Jill like to hang out when Torgal was a puppy, and I'm sorry, do you have an opinion on Torgal?
It's like, I'm a frost puppy too.
Yes, you're a frost puppy. I just always thought of Torgal as Clive's.
Yeah.
Clive's companion. So to think that the sort of magical essence of him is not connected to Clive, but is rather connected to Jill, surprising. Also kind of shows, you know, Jill and Clive are meant to be together, and they're supposed to be the fur parents of Torgal.
Yeah, and Clive's got Ambrosia as his pet.
Yeah,
So-
there is Ambrosia.
Yeah, and she's great. It's awesome having her unlocked her in the side mission and being able to, you know, use her and like to go around, and because that way you don't have to fight a bunch of those. I mean, it helps you like level up, I think, quicker, like taking on like fighting all those different characters.
Yeah.
But it helps you just get around faster and like, you know, and we are exploring this story a lot and the world a lot. So, you know, cutting corners here and there, and you get to ride Ambrosia, so it's good.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubo?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. The man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may
we
be
find
more
him.
trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
Okay. Thanks for the tip.
I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Found on the right thing to hold your, get your Ambrosia.
Ambrosia! There's my good word.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
That's what we're doing.
Thanks, Becky. Thank you for the kisses. It's just a little bit distracting. I love your kisses.
R2 to run with him.
I'm doing R2.
Really?
Oh, there we go. It's like it was stuck. So I was holding it. I was like, wow, he's not going as fast as I remember. Oh, wait.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Okay.
I'm not impressed.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Like a no-hand
Along
coward.
with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
Thanks,
I
Uncle.
will, Uncle.
He's not going with us.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor.
But now you're using your influence for good, dude, so it's okay.
I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle,
you're forgiven.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers.
Carrying on that work in spirit.
Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do.
But the evolution of it.
Ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though
Hell yeah,
every
Clive.
soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kuka.
Get him, bud.
Hell yeah.
Uh-oh. This is gonna tell us this is a big part. We gotta... Okay. Reminds me of Jaime Lannister.
I was just thinking, I was like, need someone to cut your meat for you.
Mm-hmm.
Take that as a yes.
Why do they start?
Phantom limbs, dude.
What has that gutter rat done to me?
Guess you didn't like that table.
Makes you feel better coming to finish the job.
Out of my sight, witch!
Dick.
I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me!
Yeah.
If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead.
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust.
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
But that will make you strong again. He loves that word.
Yep.
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do?
Die and give me your powers.
I'll do anything.
That's what he wanted to hear. I'll do anything.
Tell me.
Desperation.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps
Inject
you
yourself
take
with it.
advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo?
Dude, he wants to juice you up.
He's petting you like a
Rosfield stole
pet.
your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
Like Benedicta.
Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did? Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
He'll try.
Mm-hmm.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so.
Is he talking to him?
You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Ooh. Okay. I was wondering who that, like, who's this guy? What's his endgame?
Certainly is not Hugo's well-being.
No.
Yep, you smell death.
Jeez.
rocks.
Yeah. I was about to say I was getting the orc vibe from them. Or what are they called in
Urukai.
Urukai. That's what I was getting.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us.
Orcish fodder?
Taken over the entire mine.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Nice. Satisfying. A lot of puppies.
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Blast them into the other room.
Sorry, were you just attacking my dog?
Animals. You should never have left Ash.
Yeah, Torval.
Such a good
Mm-hmm. Let's Torval team up. Ooh, it's on that top.
trying to be your pet, Turtle, for being a good boy.
I forget you got the other icons too.
Guess
Beautiful.
he's still right. I know. I really like the fire.
I know. But yeah, your powers have to like reset after a while, so.
This is true. It's sad, but they're all dead, so they're not going to use it.
Won't be going any further this way. Stairs. This must be the way out.
I hate stairs. Torgo's got that move down. Coming in right after you, like, end them.
Yep. Good puppy.
Okay.
He's very big.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be sneaking past this one. Get in here. Nice try. Get him.
L3, R3. Yeah, the triangle ones take a little bit longer to heal. Or I mean to power up. Alright, he's basically got him. Yeah. Nice way to end it.
Thanks, bud. You get any more goodies for that? Okay, I'm just saying there should have been more goodies. He was a big guy.
He was. I mean, you could try to go all the way down on the end of the hallway. There might be some stuff there. Ooh,
Very
cool
cinematic.
shot. Oh, nice place.
Wow.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal.
Oh, Hugo, you home?
Knock, knock.
We just want to talk.
Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Just a potion chilling on the ledge.
Got you, potion.
Nice, you're all filled up. Ready to go for the big battle.
Let's see how it goes.
Let the trial begin.
Again, who the hell are you?
Ooh.
Okay, you're
Okay.
big.
Nice. Ooh, after. Get him! Oof! Ouch!
Dick.
This guy is seriously pissed off.
Not fucking around.
Nope.
Son of a bitch.
Well done, Togo. Get him.
You're doing well, but you get him down to like 2/3. Or I mean a third left. Like, as he was falling, you're still hitting him.
Yeah, he doesn't get a break from this.
Ooh, so close. Nice. Good job. Undertaker.
Okay.
Guess it makes us the Rock. It's really Hugo would be the Rock. With Triple H.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Mythos.
Keeps calling us Mythos.
Yeah.
Is that another name for Ifrit?
I'm not entirely sure.
It seems like more because like we're able to like absorb the iconic powers, so maybe that's why. It's because like of Mythos, who the frick that is.
Did the orcs do this too?
Oh, Kupka did. Sorry, dude. I know it seems like we're picking on you, but you know, you're just right here.
I feel like that almost made like a bowling sound.
Yeah, I heard it. Nice.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me?
Okay. Took on a big boss, and I killed some guys.
Okay.
It's your turn now.
So I go. Bravery. Some opponents will use the ability Bravery to invigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Look for the Bravery icon and defeat these targets quickly or risk taking extra damage. Oh, okay. I actually like... Unable to change damn.
Do you want to switch out for wind?
Yeah. You. Spectre. You, I don't like you.
Good job, bud.
Thanks, beautiful. You're the person that gives people bravery.
How dare you?
Yes, I don't like fighting brave people. Now I will sit on this throne.
First walks, not easy. Nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Oh, fuck me. Hello? Hugo?
You've been busy, Kupka.
Smashing tables.
did you go? The heart.
What time is it?
4:11.
Okay.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
They're giving you a lot of potions.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just what I need.
Oh crap me.
Ooh, there's a lot of them.
Crap. I've never said it before in my life.
Then it better be the last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
Yeah, because I'm gonna send you there.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah. He's gone crazy. Ooh, we free.
You get away from her!
Ah, I thought you just bite her head off. Ooh. Is this even worse?
Oh.
Oh shit, he's priming.
Yeah, bit late.
Ifrit's like, it's my time to shine.
Come on.
And you really need it now more than ever.
Burn without.
Oh shit! He's learning. Oh crap. Shit, I've never fought Ifrit before. Oh nice, there's 2 hands missing.
Damn, he's big.
Okay,
Oh,
he grows
not
him back.
Missing anymore. Okay.
Ifrit looks like a little baby.
It does.
Little toy.
You're doing well, handsome. You are chipping away at him. Alright, you hit the halfway mark.
Shit.
He's so
Looks like
creepy.
freaking Nemesis.
Yeah.
In Resident Evil.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Brimstone, okay. Stone's throw, oh shit. Clive has learned the ability Brimstone from Titan. Hold and release R2 and square to emit a violent explosion. In order to increase the experience.
Let's give this a try.
Alright, that's charged up now.
Okay.
Three-quarters done. They're so close. Shit.
Oh, hell no. Juice himself up even more? Damn it. I knew that was too easy. Fuck me. Earth and Fury. Okay. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
How many tentacles does he have now? What the hell? Yeah, because this should be easy.
Thunder, help me. It's you or die. I'm coming, Kuta.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, great. There's tentacles coming at me.
But it did give you a convenient path.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Whipping him around. Hey, bring me in right for the hit. Like a flea? A little gnat? I just felt like maybe a mosquito. Fucking hell.
Yep.
Nice. Didn't do like any damage to him though.
I mean, a very, very small amount.
I've got you now.
Do I?
Can you pause Handsome? Whoa. Shit.
Shit. Fuck. Let's time that.
It's gonna be a bit of a slogfest because he's very strong. So just keep at him, Handsome, because it's working.
Oh, fuck me.
No, it's crap me, baby. It's crap me. He's staggered, so give us something to beat up if he's staggered.
I think I did enough damage there.
Well, he takes half the time that he's staggered to fall, so like it doesn't give you a lot to work with. Just keep at him. You got him over a quarter of the way down. Ow! I know it feels like he's doing a lot of damage to you, but he really isn't. That was good, bud. Stay on, you're getting close to halfway there.
There's some activation.
Alright, you're over halfway there.
Okay. Ow, I just ran right into that shit.
It's okay. Like, he really is not doing much damage to you.
Oh, crap. I should have saved that. I was so close to a stagger.
You staggered. Go, go, go. You got him. Good job, bud.
Thanks.
Hi, little boy in a beer stein. Pew!
No way, tentacle!
Ooh, snapped it off.
Yeah, I did. Damn right. Go, Freed! Go, Clive!
Oh, get him in, Freed! Kick his ass. All right, square. Pound the shit out of it, baby. There you go. So close.
Think so, tentacle? Yeah. Oh! Okay, where is he?
You have a little bullseye, so...
Oh, okay.
I think you're supposed to shoot things, so if they don't get you.
Oh, okay. I thought this thing was for, like, to aim this at Kupka or whatever. There he is.
I wonder if L1 will lock you on. Although I guess maybe if you're supposed to be hitting multiple targets, maybe you don't want that to happen.
I'm getting them.
Good boy, Bucky. Oh boy, and a beer stein. Thank you for showing me. Your dad loves it too. Just not right this second.
Falling a long way.
Heads up, Hugo.
Oh, right to the face.
Oh, nice.
Boom.
Well done, baby.
Thanks. Satisfying.
Not over yet, though.
Oh, what?
It's like Gandalf falling when he was fighting the Balrog. It's also like the first fight we had with the Phoenix.
Hit you in the butt and a taint.
Tainted love. Good boy, Bucky. Good boy. Yeah, no, your dad loves the beer stein. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let your dad do his game, okay? Can you show me the beer stein? 'Cause I think it's
My
amazing.
dodging sucks.
I know. Go. Can you just sit here for a minute? Let your dad's gotta kick ass right now. I know. He thinks the beer stein's cool, though. He does. Oh, get him! Bucky, now, right now, baby.
Your beer stein's awesome, Bucky. Boy, and his beer stein's so cool.
There. He's like, yeah, more dad.
I know.
Just sit down. Just sit down. Good boy. I know. It's a very cool beer stein. No, Bucky. Come here.
Oh, shit. Ow.
It's okay. You've taken very little damage in this fight, and you've got him over 50% now. It's okay, I love your beer stein. Your dad loves it too.
I do. It's a very cool beer stein. I love the beer stein. I'm fighting for the beer stein. He fights for Benedicta. I fight for the beer stein.
Good boy, Bucky. Oh, so close. Keep going. Staggered. Kick his ass butt. In the junk.
Oh, I messed up that ability, though. I was getting in a butt smashing and I didn't do it right. Yeah, see.
It's okay.
398, whereas last time I did like over 500, I think.
He's very close, but...
Get you. Boom! Eat it! Eat my fist! Okay. Yeah! Tink? So can I. Okay. You think he's gonna get even bigger? This is probably not healthy though, Clive.
No, definitely not. But I love how he has his mouth open like he's gonna like catch it.
Like they're snowflakes. Ooh.
Smash it, butt. Smash it.
I am. Oh, fisticuffs!
Holy shit, this is so fast.
I know.
Oh, good boy, bud. I know.
Oh.
Do you want to do this now?
Here comes the hammer! In your face!
Bucky's giving you support.
Thanks, Bucky.
Kisses for support.
Joy. We did it, Bucky. We did it. Oh, look at
you,
that.
Dad, the whole time. Wow, those are some cool visuals.
Yeah, Titan slain.
Well done, baby.
Thanks. I killed my first Titan.
You did.
Thank you, Bucky.
Bucky, it's okay.
It's very nice. It's very nice of you. Thank you.
He's like, Dad, you didn't appreciate my beer stein, so I came over to give you kisses.
I loved your beer stein. It was great.
See?
I fought for the beer stein and we won. Because what I was fighting for was important. He was just fighting for like the love of a woman. Whatever.
It's nothing on a beer stein. Does it also help with him digging into your side now?
Yes. Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that is
it
epic.
is. 2-for-1 Kuka and the Mother Crystal.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hugo, mate, you're not looking so good.
Look kind of dead.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what happens, dude, when you overdose on ether.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, no.
Yep, no, exactly. Yep, Blake knows that is what happens. Who are you?
Joshua?
No, but it's the evil one. See?
Is that you?
Ultima. That's the guy. Keep forgetting his name.
What do you want?
It's an easy name to remember, Ultima.
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
Perfect for you to take over.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos.
He's calling us Mythos.
You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Yeah, this is a problem. What are you?
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Joshua!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it.
Oh no.
No matter.
Joshua.
The time
Jill.
the new world is no
yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Torgal. Ambrosia.
Better not fucking touch the dog.
Thanks, Joshua.
Thank you, Joshua.
Woof. That's what Torgal said.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea.
He wannabe vampire.
I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
You're the one that told him to consume the ether.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
Sorry, but when we met Hugo, I don't think at any point I was like, ooh, that guy's wise.
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's impressive. From stone to sand. Good job, but
Thanks.
Trophy.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You're lovely.
Yeah, tough guy.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, Our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the central aisles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
You're a good prince that should be king.
One small mercy, at least. You
When
will
you're
not be
dead.
forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness. What is it?
The Mother Crystal.
Olivier has been made
Oh.
emperor.
What? The little kid?
What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
What is the point of that flower?
I don't know. We thought it was gonna be something to kill him.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced that it's not, but
Terrence.
Yes, my prince.
Then I thought it would have been like something to spy on them if it was like
Go to the palace.
they had that technology.
Already your steed.
But I mean, I guess they could do it like magically.
What is it now?
you're gonna be killed? Oh.
Forgive
Yeah,
the
because he
intrusion,
wanted to,
Your
he had to see him.
Highness.
I know you. At ease. We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many
Are you
have
crazy?
told me that I look like one,
Do you see ghosts often?
but no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Sure you do. And fade to black, yeah.
Team up.
All right. That was so much fun taking on Kupka as the Titan, and just like the different variations that they had of fighting, and like I'm like, how are they gonna do this to fight? Like, because he's so big, like how are they gonna have this battle happen? And I thought the way that they did it was a ton of fun, and like varied it up the gameplay that you were doing, and like the different running up the tentacles and everything and dodging stuff. So very satisfying.
I can tell that it was a great part of the game because one, I was watching you enjoy it so much. Two, I enjoyed watching it so much. But then three, there are moments when like part of me wants to be like, smash it. Like as if I was vicariously living through Ken and playing it as well. And admittedly, very few games will suck me in so much so that I have that experience. And this game has done it more than once. So yeah, this is a great chapter to play, to watch being played. We got more story.
Mhm.
Like, first of all, poor Dion, but who didn't see that
Yeah.
coming? Like,
Yeah.
I think Dion's the only one who didn't see it coming. We got Joshua now. A Joshua Dion team up. Like, I don't know. This is exciting.
Yeah. More pieces are falling into place, and so like I tried to hit the little center console to like see if I could figure out who that guy was. Do you remember who the dude is that like came in? He was just like Your Majesty or whatever. The weasel guy that like was egging on Kupka to like take the crystals.
I don't remember
His
who he is.
master. Like, was that guy Odin or whatever? Is he like
Oh, I could see them fitting into the same branch of the story.
Yeah,
for sure.
like because again, like some of these characters are just like it's been a while since we've seen that part between Bahamut and Odin. Like when I saw it, like that's what I remembered. And like because like he like came in, I think so. He was riding that like black stallion or whatever, and yeah. So I think that was him, but I'm not sure. So like I wanted to get a little bit more information on that, but I don't know. Maybe we'll have to figure out as we go along. Clive's uncle as well, apologizing for trying to survive and what he had to do in order to survive. But like I said, it's what you do. Like okay, so you weren't happy with the way that you like turned tail and didn't stand up for your country or whatever. But like now, what are you going to do with that life now that you've got it? And I think that he's doing great with it and doing what he can to help out as many people as he can.
I understand him not being happy with his lack of courage and determination and grit to like stand up against the queen and everything, when Phoenix Gate happened. I understand that. And I think that speaks highly of his character that he feels that way.
Yeah.
At the same time, I wouldn't say that he's lived a coward's life. Yeah, he had a fairly defining moment of cowardice that has impacted him for many years, but he is here now, and doing what he's doing with Clive is far from cowardly. I mean, we haven't necessarily seen the consequences to him yet, but obviously at this point, the cat's out of the bag. Like, he went to the hideout and all this stuff, so he's hardly keeping up the pretense of being a loyal subject at this point. And that takes guts, that takes courage. And so, yeah, better late than never. Welcome to the party. At least you made it here.
Yeah. And so I'm confused. Like, so Prince Dion should be next in line to be king, right?
Yes, he should. He should be the emperor.
Yeah. And so, but like, also, usually the emperor gets exchanged over when the emperor dies. Like, no, like, especially this time, no one gives up power just, willingly. I'm surprised that like the dad gave it up and like gave it to Olivier. Like, what does Annabella have on him or something? Like,
well, that was my curiosity because at first when they mentioned that Olivier is emperor, I'm like, oh, okay, so she finally killed the king. But then he says, "What were my father's orders?" I'm like, oh, so the line of succession doesn't work the normal way in your realm, like. He assumed his father was alive, and there was no information given that his father was dead.
Otherwise, yeah.
So yeah, I will be very curious to see this story unfold further. I mean, I kind of think we all figured that because Annabelle was in there and so influential that she was going to make sure it passed to her son.
Yeah.
But
why would the dad just like, I mean, because you think that one, the people, and then two is like the dad usually would want the oldest son to be sitting in his throne or whatever. Do you think it was just because do you think like him being gay had anything to do with it? Like, because it was a reveal there.
It was a reveal to us. Now, there's no evidence that anyone else knows.
Yeah,
but
rumors and
Annabelle certainly would be somebody who would have spies everywhere. So yeah, I could see his dad being an intolerant jackass and that being something that could persuade him. We don't know, but that's a pretty good guess.
And so what do you like better right now? Wind or the earth? You still like the earth better?
I just like the earth.
Yeah.
Earth is just conducive to button smashing. I don't think I'm not as good with the wind as you are. Like, how you're very fluid and familiar with like how to draw people to you and like how to make the most of that. I am not. So like I just smash things like pretty much I know how to work fire, which is why I like fire. So everything else I just button smash the same way I smash fire.
Yeah.
And with lightning and with earth, that tends to work. With wind, it's a little bit rougher for whatever reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean like it's just it's just hitting circle instead of like for when you're in wind. And it's cool. Like what I like about that is like being able to pull down flying enemies also, but then also being able to pull enemies towards you. And it's fun like hitting them, knocking them away, and then pulling them back. Like, get over here.
Scorpion move.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And like learn a little bit more about Ifrit's abilities. We got a new one with like, his like little explosion bomb thing. So yeah, just a still having a blast with it. And just when I thought I was starting to get a little bit slow, and I'm like, man, like, you know, I'm like, why did they even have Kupka like still alive? Why didn't we just kill him that first time? And now I see why, because like to build up to all of this. And like we went to that town and saw the guy that we kind of like, you know, didn't like or whatever, the desert hair. I was like, it was kind of getting a little bit slower. I'm just like, do we need to see all this? But like so far, like the slower parts have paid off, and like I'm waiting for that part to sort of pay off. But like it does give you a little bit more of a break in between like the huge battles as well.
Yeah, they do give us. I feel like they do give us plenty of enemies to battle along the way, and then the big battles. There's enough of them in this where I'm not like even as the parts get a little bit slower, which I kind of felt too. It's not like I'm going like, oh, this is becoming a slow game. Like, I never think it's a slow game. I just think like, oh, this part's a little bit slower.
Yep.
But I always trust that like we're gonna get right back into it, and without fail, we always do.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments, and thanks so much for checking out our playthrough for Final Fantasy 16. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.